Hello everyone, my name is Daryl. I work as a software developer, and in this video I'm going to be continuing my Let's Play of TIS-100. We're going to be doing level 17 today, which is Histogram Viewer. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have to read a value from in, draw a line that many units long to the right, I think by long they mean tall, to the right of the previously drawn line, and that's it. So, okay. So they're giving you the height of each column, and you basically just need to draw that. Okay. To be honest, I think this sounds a little bit easier than the last level. Of course, the only odd thing about this is with the way the visualization module is set up, it's really easy to draw horizontal lines, but not vertical lines, because you place the X, Y, and then you give it a value for however many pixels drawing to the right from there you want it to be before giving it a -1 to terminate it. But in this case, we're going to have to keep doing position, 1 pixel, and then -1 to end the sequence, and then increase the height and do that however many times we need to. We'll need to see if I need to split this up into different nodes, but what I'm thinking is we have this node basically taking the input, incrementing down the amount that value is, and it's going to pass values to this node. And the way this node is going to work is if it gets past a -1, then it's going to reset itself, because this one's going to basically store the X and Y and handle that. So it'll reset itself for the next column. But if it's past a 1, then it will send to this node the X and Y outputs. And then this will just simply take that X, Y, and pass them over here. And then this one will just accept the X, Y, and then pass the color that we need and the -1. Or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. So I'll go ahead and start off by making these because these are going to be the simplest. This one is just going to be moving up to the right. And I might need to split the responsibility in different nodes, but we'll see. And this one's going to be moving to move left, down, move left, down, move. The color again for this is 3 for white, 3 down, and move -1 down. So this one first, and we want this to be the start. We're going to move -1 down, which is going to tell this one to reset. When this one gets a -1, maybe we can do that at the end. That might make more sense. So right now I'm trying to figure out how because I want to have this reset move the X value over to 1 to the right and then set the Y value to whatever the max needs to be. But of course, in this case, we want the X value to stay 0, so it's in the first column. I'm first just going to program this so it's going to be 1 off, just so I can see if I have enough room to do what I want to do, and then I'll figure out how I want, based off of how much room I got left, I'll figure out how I want to handle making sure that this starts at 0. So that's going to move -1 down, and it's going to move up into ACC, and LP is going to be the loop, and JZ to EZ, EZ will be here, but if it's not equal to 0, move 1 down, and JNP LP. And then once it is 0, you would just JNP ST, which I guess in this case you could just change this to ST. This one is going to move up in ACC, LZ, LZ. So let's do the less than 0 real quick. So if it's less than 0, add 1 SWP. And I think we want to move 21 into ACC. I think 21, we'll see if that's actually true, but there's 22 pixels vertically here, and since the first one's 0, I think 21 is going to be the last one. But we'll move that into there, and SWP, and we're going to want this to be ST, PST, something like that. And then if it's not 0, then it gets past then it must be a 1 in this case. So we just want to move ACC down, SWP, move ACC down, SWP, JMP, ST. And so I just want to see what this looks like real quick. Okay, well, it's doing stuff, but I don't see anything being drawn. Oh, one more thing we got to do. regardless of this. So because after we move those values down, we need to sub 1 from the y value before we swap it, because we want that getting higher. All right, now let's try it. Okay, so it looks like I might have been off with the 21 because it didn't draw it right away. Yeah, I still don't even see 20. Don't see 19. Don't see 18. 17? How can 17 be it? That's also way too high. Oh, because after we... All right, so here we move 1 down and we sub 1. Okay, then that's just drawing higher. So when we do the reset, it does do an add 1. So right now it's at 1. See, now it's... Okay. All right, so it's 0 right now. So it's moving the -1 down. So this one got the -1. Oh, okay. Because I see what's happening. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. All right, so instead I'm going to have this one. So the issue that I'm running into is that I'm trying to store the x and y here, but when I'm trying to store the x, I keep taking the value from here to compare and see what I should do. So I'm resetting that x value. So I'm instead going to have this one hold the y value and this one hold the x value, I think. Or I could maybe do this one. How about we do this one? So instead, and for the time being, I'm gonna put the content over here just because I want to save it, but I do want to change the way this works. So instead, this is gonna work the same way, except it's only gonna be storing that one. So we still have st move up into ACC, JLZ, LZ. We'll need LZ later. If it's not less than 0, then what we're gonna do is, or maybe we should store the x here and just store the y here. That might make more sense. So if we did that, then we would SWP move ACC down. And this is going to be the x value, so then we just SWP and JMPST. And then if it was less than 0, then SWP add 1 SWP JMPST. And then this one, this still needs to be the start. We can have it start by taking the value and passing it to the right. And I think we also need to... So I think we need to pass on the value. And then here, move 1 down. Because we need to then instruct this node to do something. By the way, I think to fix my problem with the -1, all I need to do is move -1 into ACC right now. Or something like that. I would need to do SWP move -1 ACC and SWP to start at a -1. But I'm thinking here, so this would just move 1 down, and all I would need to do here is move, I should have enough space for this, move -1 down. Let me see. So let's do that first. So we're going to move up in ACC, and we're going to change this. I'm going to move it like that. So AEZ to EZ, or LZ, actually. So if it's not less than 0, it's a 1, which means we're not resetting. Let's do the less than 0. So if it's less than 0, we're going to SWP move 17 to ACC and SWP, and then JMP ST. If it's not less than 0, Then SWP sub 1 move, actually before you sub 1, move ACC right. Actually, all right, here we go. So if it's not less than 0, we first need to accept the x value from up above. So we're going to move up to the right. Then we're going to SWP, move ACC to the right, sub 1, SWP, and JMP to ST. How about that? Okay, not exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see why this is happening here. So we don't swap it back. Or no, we do. Okay. This needs to be, I typed this wrong. It's supposed to be LZ. All right, there we go. That wasn't too bad. And I actually did better than I usually do with the cycle counts here. I got ahead of whatever this strategy is and the slightly poor implementations of it. So that's pretty good. Node counts is average. And of course you can do, oh, actually, you know what? Continue editing this segment. We don't need this at all, of course. All right, so there you go. Now I have the best node count statistics. I accidentally left that in there. And we're not too good on instruction counts, though, but we did good on the node count and pretty good in the cycle count, so I'm pretty happy with the solution then. All right, so that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.